Hello community, if Hitman is known for one thing, it's brutal executions, and today we'll take a trip down memory lane and look for the 10 most brutal and sadistic executions from the entire Hitman trilogy. At number 10, we have to go back all the way to a nighttime Marrakesh for a house built on sand, where one of our targets, Matthew Mendola, is desperately looking for a fortune teller to tell him about his future. Sadly for him, when it's 47 who's dressed as the fortune teller, it appears Matthew doesn't have much of a future.
Does Hamilton know no one here?
I don't need to look into the crystal ball to see your fate.
What the?
A brutal execution showing just how deadly 47 is with just his hands and regular objects. Not to mention he's pretty accurate as a fortune teller, as Matthew's fate is now imprinted on his forehead. At the number 9 spot is Case Closed from the Isles Gale. After taking the disguise of Cole Barron, Jebediah Block, you're invited to a secret meeting with Sophia Washington. All you have to do is disagree with her green initiatives and she will take you upstairs for future discourse. Sticking to your guns, she will grow desperate, call off her guards and make her way to a spiked tin casing.
One target down. Nice work, 47.
Hardly the most enjoyable way for a girl to be penetrated, but Sophia deserves nothing less. Number 8 is Coldhearted, taking place in Mendoza. While dressed as Corvo Black, you are headed on a tour throughout the facility, when you can ask questions about any piece of equipment you like. If you choose the freezing unit, your target Tamara will just randomly decide to make her way inside and inspect it. With the help of a screwdriver, you can make sure she stays there just a little bit longer to really appreciate the equipment. What makes this kill particularly brutal is that it's not an instant kill. It drags on as Tamara desperately tries to find a way to either leave or keep herself warm, but to no avail as she falls down like an 80-year-old man. Number 7, Kiss of Death, Hokkaido. The former training director of the ICA, Eric Solders, is one target that suffers some of the most horrendous deaths throughout the level. The one we'll get to now happens when you poison a pair of steam cells and then inject him with them.
No, Mr. Solders, oh, he's gone, oh.
The cutscene speaks for itself, though I have a feeling this won't be the last time we see him on this list. Number 6, Pulp Friction. For this one, we're headed back to Mendoza, but this time we'll be looking into the Grape Crusher instead. I think most of you can already tell what's about to happen. All we need is a little distraction by Diana and we can push her straight into the Grape Crusher, which will literally grind Tamara into bits. If it was any other target, I'd probably feel bad about it. But again, it is Tamara, so it's cool. Number 5 brings us to the beautiful town of Sapienza for Vai Con Dio, which translates to Go With God, as we take on the priest disguise to speak with a powerful mobster and wannabe politician, Marco Abbiati. He leads us to the top of the church, trying to convince us to help him become part of the city. So we do so by giving him a little push.
Target down. Now head towards an exit.
Though he never goes to prisons, justice penetrates his body, leaving him as an accessory to the very town he wanted to own. Number 4, A Bite out of crime, Santa Fortuna. Owning exotic animals can be rather dangerous. Just ask Joe Exotic. Oh wait, you can't, he's in jail. Well, the only thing worse than going to jail for it is being eaten by your very own exotic animal. That is a fate, however, that Rico Delgado must endure after purchasing a hippo and using it to dump his victims. This time, however, the script gets flipped. With a little push of fate, he gets to serve his hippo a special meal, that being himself. A brutal death for a drug lord is hardly something to somber, so let's enjoy it instead. Number 3, Not Human Error. And we're back to Eric Solders for one of the most brutal kills to date. While dressed as the surgeon, All you have to do is make your way to the operating room, activate the robot arms, penetrate them in, and suck them dry like a horny vampire. There's nothing funny about this one, this is just straight up brutal, but still, it's nothing compared to number 2, Mega Byte, Sapienza the Icon. Going after an arrogant actor known as Dino Bosco, you have to take him down before he blows the budget and leaves the studio out of money. He's obsessed with having the best looking stunts possible, making it hyper realistic. Of course, 47 is a man of service, and he provides, with a little tampering with both the monster razor blade teeth as well as the air ramp. He's launched into the robot's mouth where he's stuck, and with nowhere to go, the razor teeth start spinning, chewing him like a carrot. This one is brutal, like almost straight out of Mortal Kombat. So you have to wonder, if this is only number 2, how bad can number 1 be? Well, before all that, let's get into the honorable mentions. First we have No Pain No Gain from Haven Island. Anyone who's been to the gym to work out chest knows how real this one feels. The fear of dropping or not being able to lift up the barbell during bench press is a very legitimate concern, one that Stephen Bradley gets to live out with a little help from Agent 47. The next is the pen kill, available on multiple different Hitman levels. All you need to do is get your target in a position where they are looking over a pen or a sharp pointed object, and you can slam their head right down and impale them. It's a horrifically brutal looking kill that is straight up savage, and one you force yourself to try to get anytime you have the chance to do so. And the final one is fire. You can put any fire kill you want, but the one I have chosen is from the Iowa's Gale when you sabotage the hydraulic door during Zoe Washington's Phoenix ceremony. The fire indulges all around her as she desperately tries to find a way out, but to no avail, she's brutally burned alive to ashes.
We rise from its ashes, not just to survive, but to live.
Now finally for the number 1 we have Ghost in the Machine, Hokkaido. Poor old Eric Solders, he cannot get a break with the horrific horror kills. And speaking of horror, this kill comes straight out of a horror sci-fi fantasy, a sick fantasy might I add. By sabotaging the machine while disguised as the director, you are able to press the button that leads to what is, in my opinion, the most brutal kill of them all. Enjoy! Did you enjoy these kills, you sick fuck? Press the like button if you did, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments if you think there is another one that deserves to be included. Until next time, thank you very much for watching.